back, everybody, to another Minecraft Let's Play with me, Tryfin, your host for this bit of craziness. How is everyone doing? I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. I know you did. So we're not in our normal world, as you can obviously tell. We're actually in our redstone testing world. Switch around here, and what we're going to get going on is that over there. But first, we got to grab some supplies. And thank you. All right. This is actually something I've just been messing around with. Kind of a hidden cart dispenser type thing, possibly for a minigame, but there's also a way to do it on a sloped ramp to make drawers. So, yeah, just was fiddling around with this guy, but yeah, we'll see. So, I've been in need of food. Now, I have plenty of fish, but fish doesn't have the greatest saturation in the game. So I thought, let's make a cow farm. Well, I was watching one of the YouTubers that I like to watch. He made a cow farm using end rods, which is pretty unique because the babies will fall through the center, but the adults won't. And I remember, I believe it was Tango or Impulse, came up with a pretty unique way of doing it. We had it on the Derping Through Minecraft, the first server that we had, where your cows stand on this guy here. You click a little button, and lag. Then the water comes out. The cows bounce up and down. The babies shoot off the side, and they fall down into a little spot where you can click a little button like this, and it burns them, and you get all the goodies. Well, this is Horde. This is an atrocious looking design. We've got, monostable circuits, little, these guys just to tick that. And I said, nah, I'm good. That's a little too much. Besides, we want something that's good for the poor man, hence the name Poor Man's Cow Farm. So, been kind of fiddling around out here, and I came up with this guy. Now, I'm going to build this on our Let's Play. And this will be the ground level, obviously, and that's why we have this here. But it's pretty basic, guys. It really is. I have my list over here. It's 23 half slabs, 5 signs, 3 buckets of water, 2 hoppers, 6 repeaters, 2 dispensers, 1 bucket of lava, 6 of the iron bars, and half a stack of random blocks, which I will show you. Oh, and I did forget to put on there that we need 5 glass panes as well, and I'll show you where those are from. 4, but with the other guy, I had this circuit here that I was going to have that would turn on, stay on for a little bit with like a burnout clock, and then it would go off, but I decided, why not just do this the easy way? Just hit the dispenser itself, and you can see you can just stand here and spam your wheat, and they all get fed, and they all start popping out babies, like so. And the reason we have this wall around this outside edge is because when you bump into them, they now have a collision box. So you can see they will bounce you back. So that's just to keep you from going away. But yep, and then when you're done, you click that guy. And again, we could make this more interesting. We could put the burnout clock on there so that it stays on for a certain amount of time. But I decided not to. So then we come down here, and I'll show you what we got going on. So I made all of this clear so that it would be easy to see, but you basically are going to lead your cows into this little, it's a 3x3, I believe. Yeah, 3x3. And if we turn on the water, you can see that the 4 pieces of glass in the corner hold the water and make the water go into one of 4 spots. So it either goes back, the water comes out of the dispenser, it runs here and it goes to 3 positions. But because the cows are caught by these half slabs, they can't go anywhere. And then they're standing on a piece of glass. I should have changed that guy. But right there in the middle, you can see that 1 piece of glass. And I put these 4 signs here around this edge so that the water won't, fall down, do all that nonsense. But yeah, so we just have these glass panes in the corner, and what that does is when you actually feed these guys, and I don't think I can reach them from here, but when you feed them, the babies will pop out, and they'll actually stay right up here. So they don't go flopping down crazy right away. They stay right up here, and then when you turn this off, oh, nope, there we go. When you turn this off, they will fall off to the side. They'll follow the water, you know, one of the three paths, hit the bottom. Now, I didn't leave this wall just as a solid wall back there. I dug each one of these back in because when I left it flat and put water on these two sides, they actually would run straight down here, and then there was a dead spot right here in this corner. So I punched them back there into the walls, one where you can see the sea lanterns, and that causes the water to kind of curve and hook and push them right over here. And obviously, because water flows 8 blocks, we did not do this 8 blocks wide. This is a 3x3 hole down there. So I just put the one sign right there so that they'll fall, boop, pop down into that 1x1, and that's where they stay. So under the ground, you know, you come in, you dig yourself a little hole, you drop yourself the piece of glass that's there, and then you kind of start to dig out around it. Then you can just slowly walk your cows up and drop them down on top of this 1x1 right there. And it's kind of a pain, yeah, but that's the hardest part, is getting your cows to sit on top of this guy. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Now, you could take these signs out here and actually put you know, glass all the way around, glass panes all the way around, and just force your breeding stock and just feed them, and just keep all the cows right there. And then kind of tunnel in underneath and just chop out these corners and be rock and roll. But yeah, however you want to get them in there, it's up to you. Now, this is where your repeaters come into play, because we have a button here that goes into this repeater. Now that instantly feeds this way and hits this block, which feeds back into the dispenser, and then these will each carry the signal out through this block. So the redstone repeater carries it, and it'll push it through this block here, and then this guy will pick it up, and then it'll push through this block here, and then this guy will pick it up, and then it'll push back through this original block that the original signal went through. So what we've done is each repeater's one tick, so we've got this button push right there hits this guy, bam. So in one tick, we're at this spot right here. And then in a tick, we're at this spot right here. So by the time this guy gets over to here, to this back block, this dispenser's already being triggered. Now, you know, redstone repeaters are, you can adjust them how long you want them to be, how long the tick rate is. So we have 3 ticks on each one of these here. So we're going 1 tick, 2 ticks over to that, but then we've got 3 ticks, 3 ticks, 3 ticks over to this guy. So, you know, we've got a couple of ticks to get there, but then we've got 9 ticks to get back around, and it seems like a lot, but it actually isn't. I left this glass up here so that we could kind of see the way that this pattern is, because this is a really easy way to just kind of like click something twice. But you have to have this piston here, otherwise it'll, you know, just kind of keep feeding itself. It gets kind of annoying, but so let's go down here, and I put this redstone lamp up on top so that we can see how this works. So every time this redstone lamp goes off, it means that this block here is getting power. That power is going to transfer because these are the repeaters. You can see they're facing a direction. The power can't go backwards through them. So every time this light goes off, it means power is going to that dispenser. We'll actually be able to hear it. Let's turn our sound off. Let's turn, yeah, friendly creatures down to nothing. Oh, okay, I was going to say, hey, you guys are supposed to be quiet. So again, we hit this button, bam. It goes through there, monostable circuit, and it just feeds one, pulls through there, and then what wraps it around. So if we watch this redstone lamp right here, you can see it. Bam, 1, 2. And you can hear the click twice. And what that does for us is we have hoppers underneath these cows. You know, we've got those, you know, I think it's actually 1 hopper. I have 2 in my list of things, but only 1 hopper. And what that's going to do for us is we want the cows to get set on fire, but we don't want them to stay, we don't want the lava to stay there, otherwise it'll destroy the items. So we just want them to burn, so that'll cook our food, give us what we want, but we're not going to lose it in the lava. So when we come over here, you know, the clock will pulse like we've seen. You'll see it, lava comes out, and then it stops. And these guys all sit and burn, bam. And then as this guy slowly picks up all the items, there we go. Now, if you were holding a looting sword, I have not tested this, but the theory is on some things that if you're holding a looting sword, you actually get more from stuff. And I think it was Zuma Void that did a myth busting tutorial on it, as to if it's in the offhand like your shield or in your main hand. But you know, we can see here this stuff just keeps funneling in. This is the longest part here. Well, and the 20 minutes that it takes for the babies to grow up. But you can see here now we have our leather, we have our steak. We didn't really lose anything because, again, the lava just comes out for just a second and it gets sucked right back in. So it's just long enough to set them on fire and then pull itself back in so we don't lose anything. But, yeah, this is my poor man's cow farm. And we're going to end up building this kind of away from our main base because none of this, obviously, will be seen. It will just be this here. So you'll just have grass around you and then probably be like a stairwell or something down, or a ladder down here in a corner. So I don't know. So, but we'll make it very compact, very small. And yeah, you just come over, turn this guy on, hit these guys, start giving them. And this time I'll show you the babies hanging out up top. A couple will fall down, but I'll show you the babies hanging out up top and what I meant by that. So if I come down here real quick, you can see we've got some babies hanging out up here in the water. These guys all fell down, so, you know, that's easy. But we still have these guys up here on the top, hanging out in the water. We'll go back over here so we can see it. We come over here, and the reason we have the water, too, by the way, is just in case you guys don't know, when the water is off, the cows will sit flat in it. They're not agitated, they don't move around. So it's harder to feed all of them when they're in a little cluster. You turn on the water, they start to bounce up and down, it causes them to move. But see, when we turn off the water, the extra guys, boop, there they go. They fall down. So we don't get any caught. They don't get caught down there. And then they sit down here, and they just kind of hang out and they wait. You could I didn't want to make this a farther drop than just the 2 blocks, only because I didn't want that lava to be out long enough to get any of, you know, to kill any of our food stock down there. So, yep. That is it. Hope I did a good job of explaining this to you guys. I know it's kind of a bit of a weird video, but you're going to see this in our next episode of our Minecraft Let's Play, Derp Through Minecraft. You'll see this. But, yeah, we're going to put this guy in. And you don't have to do this light here. You can do whatever you want. But this is just kind of what I came up with. I guess if you had grass all the way around, you could actually, you don't need this, but you just keep getting bounced off. But they don't interact with you when they're down like this. Only when you push them up like that and force them to come up. That's when you can, you know, walk around and spam your wheat and feed them. And, yeah. And, oops, hit your button there. They'll all drop down. And there's all of our babies. So, yeah. It's pretty slick, pretty easy. It's not very expensive. I think the repeaters are going to be the most expensive. The dispensers... you know, that's not hard for us because we have a skelly farm, so we can just get the bows from there. But, yeah, just some string for the bows to make the dispenser, the 2 dispensers. But, yeah, other than that, it's just burning some glass, making some signs. And you don't need the light down underneath there. I just did that to make it easier. But, yeah, and the half a stack of just random blocks is for this outside edge here. That's what I, you know, accounted for with that is you're going to need about a half a stack of these if you're going to change the walls or make it pretty or anything. But up to you. The half a stack of random blocks can go away. You'll probably get it from digging this out down here. But, yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed our little bit of video here. It's kind of an interesting cow farm. It's not very complicated. We could make it more, but, yeah, why not? Why just make it easy? Easy and simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, be nice to each other. Do something nice for somebody else. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more Minecraft stuff. And if you've enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button, as it does help oh so much. And as always, guys, I will see you next time. Take care, and remember, we're going to build this the next episode, so definitely hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see it. Go in. But I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.